right there. Latin 1. Latin 1. Yeah, right. Latin 2. I apologize. Go ahead and translate chapter 51. Okay, here we go. Get out your red pen. It was already the March month. It was the day of the Liberalia, on which day young Roman men were accustomed to taking on to assuming the white toga. Let's see. Several months ago, Marcus had completed his 16th year, and now he was about to take up the manly toga. And so Cornelius invited, had invited his friends and all his clients to come together with him, or actually technically at his house on that day. Everyone was knowing that the father of Marcus was the most rich. Everyone for certain, was having for certain that he, that being Cornelius, the father of Marcus, would give the best dinner to his friends. The house of Gaius Cornelius was full of uproar, of noise, of shouting. So many and such different people were coming to that place that the doorkeeper, having come out a little from the door, was standing in the doorway itself, worried. If anyone was approaching, he was asking him in a loud voice. He, being the doorkeeper, was asking him, the approacher, in a loud voice, who he was and what he was wanting. He, the doorkeeper, was asking some to head into the house. Others, he was ordering to remain in the road or in the street. Moreover, some who were neither friends of Cornelius nor clients approached to the house because they were hoping that Cornelius would invite them to dinner. This is a pretty normal thing, actually. If you're really rich, you have parties where there's so many people you don't even recognize. Read The Great Gatsby. It's wonderful writing about terrible people. And frankly, it's prophetic because it was 100 years ago and we're back there again. These were begging the doorkeeper not to send them away. However, he, the doorkeeper, that one that we'd mentioned, was ordering them to depart immediately. At last, with all things having been prepared, Cornelius asked the whole household to gather together in the atrium. Relatives were there, many friends were there, several of clients were there. And all the slaves and freedmen of the Cornelii were there. If you freed someone, they were still a part of your household, technically. Let's see. Everyone was speaking amongst themselves. Everyone was rejoicing because they had been invited to this official ceremony of the manly toga. In the atrium, Marcus was standing in front of the shrine of the household gods, holding his toga praetexta and his golden bulla in his hands. He noticed, or he felt, the eyes of everyone. He felt that the eyes of everyone had turned toward him, or into him. Everyone was silent. Marcus dedicated the toga praetexta and the bulla, which had been placed in front of the shrine, to the household gods. Now, he said, I put down these things, these childish things here. Now, I dedicate these things gladly to y'all, O family gods, household gods. With this having been done, the father ordered a certain slave to put on for Marcus the toga of manliness, or the manly toga. From there, his parents embraced him, or he was, no, his parents embraced him, and the rest gave congratulations to him. Now Marcus, with many friends, was led by his father into the forum, or was led down into the forum by his father. When they had reached this place, Marcus having been led to the Hall of Records, the father asked those who had accompanied them, who were accompanying them, to wait outside of the Hall of Records. He himself, together with his son and a few relatives, headed into the Hall of Records, for there the name of Marcus had to be inscribed on public tablets. With these things having been completed, or these rites having been completed, that would work, rites, all the bystanders greeted Marcus, having already come out with a huge shout. Then, when Marcus had given thanks to everyone because of such a kindness done toward him, everyone returned to the house of the Cornelii, for Cornelius had invited many people to dine with him on that day. Done. So that takes care of that. All right. I'm going to hit the button.